Hello, my Scorpios. All right, so what is going on with Scorpio for this first week of August with this full moon in Aquarius and Lionsgate energy? Woo! You guys have been getting a lot of creative energy surging through you, pulling away, retracting, reclusing inside of yourself, going in your little den, your little Scorpio hideout, and kind of just channeling along this creative energy, just like going away and doing your own thing, channeling all the emotions, channeling everything that's been happening with you, the waves of the Scorpions, rising and falling with this time, rising with the collective energy, taking that darkness and going into it and using it as the divine alchemist that you are and beginning to create through that energy. So you guys have been doing a great job of alchemizing things as you are created to, and channeling so much right now, so much inspiration, so much energy, so much creative energy. The Scorpios have been up with insomnia, sun, moon, and rising. You guys have been up at weird hours of the night, not surprised, with this tons of creative energies bursting through you, these ideas popping through. Oh my gosh, I need to create this. Oh my gosh, I need to create this. These emotions coming up that are fueling the creative energy as well. Feeling like you guys have needed to pull away and retract and recluse to kind of go in and channel all of your gifts into this space. And this time with this Aquarius full moon that we have coming up, Scorpios, it's time to share your gifts, okay? It's time to be honest and real about the deeper dreams and desires that you kind of go into your lair and hide out and work on like a mad scientist and come out with them and put them into the world. They're not any good if you hide them away, okay? So all of this creative energy, Scorpio, you have a hard time trusting people. A lot of the times there's a trust wound that's needing to be healed, especially with that root chakra coming through immediately for you guys. So this is going to be healing that root chakra, the worth around deserving this. Also, partnerships are in focus, I feel like, coming through immediately with twin flame energies, twin flame guides for the Scorpions. Sun, moon, and rising. There's this dance that's been happening with the Scorpion, divine masculine and divine feminine energies with the twin flame relationships. Dreaming of the twins, having astral travels, doing some great work in the dream state, healing and mending those trust wounds with previous partners. And there's tests coming up as well, testing your, ability to trust other people, being able to move beyond the past hurt, the past pain, and being able to choose yourself and trust yourself, trust your intuition, awakening to your intuitive self and sharing that gift with the world. Okay, this full moon is all about, for Scorpio energy in Scorpio nature, just silence coming through as well as tons of messages. Scorpions, okay, you guys are being asked to share your gifts. You got to share the gifts with the world. You have this understanding of the darkness. You understand subconsciously or consciously. You guys understand what's happening at this time, because it's like Scorpio has this understanding of like molting, like going through the darkness and finding the light again. And Scorpio's kind of like has this nonchalant attitude of like, okay, I understand the world's going through a dark phase, but like, doesn't everybody? And like, don't we birth the most beautiful creative energies through that darkness? Isn't that the fuel of creative energy in general? So Scorpio, you guys get it, okay? You have the gift of understanding what this time is about, understanding what is going on at this moment in time, and allowing yourself to come out of the victimhood, this oppressiveness, the retreat energy of your gifts, being able to just be like, look, I understand, I'm super intuitive, I have this connection. Okay guys, I might be a little weird, but I'm embracing it. It's time to embrace this energy, this dark, deceptive, sort of like creepy energy. A lot of witchy energy around the Scorpios. And Scorpios usually get a bad rap, and I don't know why, because I love a Scorpio energy. I love a good Scorpio energy. Why? Because they're so mysterious, but then they also can be so great and creative and fun and loving and nurturing, and we need that right now. We need somebody with depth to come up to the surface. So Scorpio, you're being asked to rise out of the waters, come up to the surface, and share everything that you've been discovering in the dark with other people. And this is a time where if you have not tapped into your own energy of where you've pushed away your gift of intuitive essence, or if you pushed away the gift of connectivity with sharing your true self with other people, a lot of the times if your moon is in Scorpio, you can be very, very deep in your emotional state internally and internalize all of these emotions out of fear of being hurt, vulnerable, or people not understanding that depth, that darkness about you. So people with the Scorpio moon coming through being asked to get vulnerable, to get real with yourself, to put that information out there, to speak your truth, especially in the realm of relationships. Speak your truth, allowing the past hurts around relationship to be done and dusted, not needing to hold on to it any longer, letting it go, and also expressing your emotions. If there's been somebody that's on your mind, Scorpio, reach out to them, okay? Let them know how you feel. Whether that be like, hey, this is how you made me feel in the past, sayonara, or whether that be like, hey, this is how I've been feeling for a while now. You should try this thing, because getting tons of creative energy, which is also sexual energy with the Scorpios. So you guys have been fantasizing, there we go, fantasizing. All right, so getting right into it, we have the high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss. Okay, Scorpio, it's time to heal this heart. It's time to open up, express your emotions like we were just talking about. This is confirmation of that, opening and an awakening to this blissfulness of the world around you, not looking at the world as if it's gonna hurt you anymore, not needing the need to protect yourself or your artwork or your gifts anymore, not needing to protect anymore, okay? Armor needs to come down, opening up to bliss, opening up your heart, allowing it to come forward. You guys have been fantasizing about this romance, this relationship, or, you know, wanting a deeper depth to your relationship. Hi, Scorpio, you gotta vocalize this stuff here. Open up. Whatever wounds have happened with your heart are going to be purging at this time, whether you like it or not, because it's time to open up this heart and allow it to be shed into the world. If you've been holding back and internalizing your emotions at this time, this is going to be all rising up to the surface. Whatever doubts around yourself and your gifts, you know, around the receptivity of your gifts, around the receptivity of yourself, feeling self-conscious, any of that is been lingering inside of you, Scorpio, let it go, okay? It's time to let yourself come into the full unity of love, the full understanding of bridging both dark and light within you, and allowing that to be exuded out into the world, because that's the whole purpose of this time of the emergence of dark and light. So you guys are leading the example here in this area of the heart space, allowing ourselves to utilize those past wounds and hurts as our ability to help other people through those times, okay? Through your transformation right now. You're going through a huge transformation, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. This is the cycle that Scorpios go through all the time. The world is going through a transformation. This is opening you back up to your heart, opening you back up to the world, opening you back up to unity consciousness, okay? There is no other person. There is no me versus them mentality, me versus the world mentality, okay? Scorpio, come into your higher heart and allow that to penetrate outward into the world. Allow the deep depths and emotions of Scorpio to be expressed in the world, because we need it. And you guys, Star Seer card. You guys know. You guys know what's happening. You understand the world beyond this. There's this intuitive and maybe conscious but also unconscious desire within the Scorpio to begin to look beyond the surface level. You already have that natural magnetism and ability to navigate the unknown spaces. It's now time to begin to connect with that at this time. There's going to be Andromedan energies coming through for the Scorpions, because you guys have tons of healing energy within your emotional spectrum, okay? You guys are master healers being called at this time. Sun, moon, and rising. Here to create the transformation and alchemy of the collective. We have Lady Portia coming in, and we have Saint Germain, who are twin flames of the violet flame, transforming, ending karmic ties, ending karmic cycle. Scorpios tend to hold on to their karma the longest. Not sure why, but we need to let it go. Scorpio, so that you can open yourself up to the world beyond this one. This is discovering a sense of yourself beyond this world. This is coming into the full understanding. We're going through a third eye chakra opening, a crown and a soul star chakra opening with you, Scorpio. So tons and tons and tons of downloads, tons of creative energy surging through you at this moment in time. Maybe you guys are, again, staying up late, okay, just receiving, feeling wired and out, wide awake. This is because there's almost new information coming through to you. A discovery of some sense of self, rediscovering past lives is also coming through. Beginning to travel, astral travel. I think we mentioned that before, but there's tons of astral travel going on for you guys, Scorpio, right now. Retrieving different lost parts of yourself that come from the astral plane and beginning to put them back together within yourself. And you're really beginning to see yourself from a higher perspective, being able to see the bigger picture, but there needs to be this understanding that you aren't just human, okay? Coming out of that victimhood of like, you know, here I am, nobody understands me, but understanding you're here not to be understood. You're here to create the understanding through the connectivity of your lives beyond this world. Beginning to connect with the other side of things and beginning to be a divine channel for that light, bringing that light into this darker time, into these spaces to light it up, to show the way. Okay, we also have the freedom card coming through for you guys, Scorpio. Time to spread your wings, time to shine, time to let your light out of its cage. Okay, you've gone through the chrysalis phase and now you're beginning to move beyond the bounds and ties of victimhood, move beyond the bounds and ties of conditioning, and allow yourself to spread your wings and allowing yourself to really go where you want to go. A lot of the time Scorpios hold themselves back because they're so stuck in their emotions and feelings. Now you're beginning to come into a balanced state of understanding, bringing these creative waves and inspiration into yourself at this time so you can move forward with them. You're given the permission slip now to move forward with however you want. The world is your oyster, okay? This is time to spread your wings and to fly. Nobody is keeping you somewhere. Nobody is holding anything on you. Nobody is making you feel all of these emotions that you're feeling but yourself. Let them go. Set yourself free. It's time to let them go. Nobody is, holding you back from pursuing anything that has to do with your emotional involvement either. So it's really about, you have the freedom right now to choose this situation for yourself, to create this situation however you're wanting. Do you want to sit there in the puddle of the mistrust and all of the wounds that have been created around your heart space? Or do you want to activate this heart and be a guide and leader in the world of coming out and beginning to express your truth and beginning to understand yourself at a deeper level and awareness that goes beyond your humanness? It's your choice. And again, Wombat spirit, be at home. Scorpio, it's time to come home into yourself. It's time to heal your heart. It's time to open yourself up to the world once again. It's time to be able to see yourself and your gifts in the light that they are meant to bring to this world. It's really about coming home within yourself, but allowing yourself to feel comfortable and clear. Rising into the higher timelines now, Scorpio. You're here to be this guide of transformation, coming into your higher self, reconnecting with your higher self, unleashing your spirit and expressing your gifts, dancing with the universe, coming into the rhythmic patterns of this divine paradigm shift that is here. And you already know where it's going. Your intuition is telling you where this is going. Follow the intuition, okay? Trusting yourself is part of being at home with yourself. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. Doorways opening for you guys. It's time to walk through it. Get clear on what you're wanting to see in your life, Scorpio, because this is the time to bring it forward. This is the time to allow yourself to have the freedom to create whatever you want. There's so many different inspirational ideas. Right now, this could even be applicable to Scorpio and Venus. There's so many different ideas floating in. A lot of you guys are so conflicted or so emotionally stuck on what one is the right decision. You have the freedom to choose what is the right decision. You have infinite possibilities. You are open to infinite timelines at this time. You have access. You are seeing all of the different timelines. Star seer, okay guys? You have access to all of the different timelines that are unfolding for you at this time and the world. Choose whatever one is really, really calling your heart, calling your soul. And again, wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom, trusting your intuition, because this is going to be the wisest sky that you have. Turning everything that you've already known into wisdom to begin to feed the world this wisdom, okay? That's it. Scorpio, it's time. It's time to share your gifts. It's time to share your intuition. It's time to crawl out of your shell, crawl out of your cave, and allow yourself to choose the timeline that you're wanting to see, okay? You guys are being gifted so much magic at this time to begin to move forward with your gifts. Allow that weirdness, that like dark, energy that people often associate with Scorpio. Really, it's just the depth. It's really deep energy. Allow the world to see that depth, okay? We need it. We need it. We need deep people. We need people to go beyond the surface level, to blast through all this surface level bullshit and be like, look, actually guys, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. These are the timelines that are available to us. I am seeing this. I know the trajectory of where we're heading. I'm going to respond in love. I have the freedom to choose. We all have the freedom to choose. Let's do that. And using your gifts. Share your gifts with the world right now, Scorpio. That is what this week is bringing you into. Allow all of the emotional stuff that's coming up to give you the contrast that's needed to create what you're really wanting in your life, to create the change that you're wishing to seek in your life. Get clear on your manifestations, write them out this week, get crystal clear about them, because there's a huge energy that's supporting you and moving those forward for you through embodying your truth and your whole self. So, Scorpio, happy full moon in Aquarius. Happy Lionsgate portal. Sending you guys some love. Share your creative gifts. Share your intuitive gifts. Share what you know. Share what you're tapped into. And I will see you guys on the other side.